In this video, I'll be sharing Google's example of company culture and what you can learn as you embark on a journey to improve your own workplace. Hi, I'm Lizzie Benton, company culture coach and founder of Liberty Mind. I help startups and small businesses create purpose-driven company cultures so our human potential can thrive. If you love learning about company culture, or if you're on a journey to improve your own workplace, then don't forget to subscribe, because I am doing weekly videos on a variety of topics all around company culture. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you one of the most talked about company cultures in the world, Google. And I'm going to be explaining why they've got such a reputation for company culture and what we can learn from the great parts of their company culture and what we can also learn from the not so great parts. Many people believe that Google were the first tech superstars to really make company culture trendy. And it's no surprise with their expansive Silicon Valley campus that basically looks more like an adventure park than it does an office space, with rocket ships, sleep pods, a statue park. You would be very quick to feel like it's more like some kind of fun and family adventure park than it is a serious office space. But in this video, we're not going to be talking about all the fun and cool quirks in their office space. We're going to be talking about and getting a bit deeper into what really makes their company culture so unique, and some of the ways in which it's done really well and some of the ways it really needs to adjust, because it's really easy for businesses to try and copycat Google's culture, but essentially a copycat culture just never works. I've done a video on this previously, so if you want to understand more about copycat cultures, then do check that video out. But like I said, in this video, we're going to be getting a lot deeper into actually, what is it that makes them so different, and what is it that has enabled them to gain such a reputation for their company culture. So let's take a look at what's really working for Google. Aside from all the free food and the amazing work perks, one of the things that a lot of the employees say in many of the public reviews of Google's company culture is work just doesn't feel like work.
All right, teams, welcome to the Quidditch match.
Of course, this is a major benefit to Google's company culture, because when people love what they do, they're more driven, they're more motivated, they're more innovative and creative, which ultimately means they are always way ahead of their competitors and a lot more likely to stumble across innovative ideas and problem solving than they would do if they were really frustrated and feeling negative towards their company culture.
Eureka!
One thing that Google have really heavily invested in is their core value of innovation. That is one of Google's core values as an organization, and they have really gone to great lengths to make sure that this is represented in their company culture. So yes, they do have a very quirky and unusual environment as an office space, but one of their most renowned projects, Google's X Lab, is something where employees can go to experiment with ideas and come up with innovative new products. And Google employees are essentially encouraged to visit the Google X Lab for about 20% of their time to really ensure they're nurturing that innovation. And this has made way for lots of different products, especially under Google's brand. So for example, YouTube, the very platform that we're on right now, has been one of those areas that has come from Google's X Lab. Also, Gmail has come from Google's X Lab. There are many products that have come out of this space where people can go and be creative and innovative and experiment with new ideas.
So I have an idea. Nowadays, people are taking pictures, right? They have their phones now, they're out. Something catches their eye, they want to take it, but then the photo's just sitting there. What if they take that photo and instantaneously put it out there on the line and they share it with their friends?
That's Instagram. It already exists.
Creating a hub for people to really explore new ideas is a fantastic way of really showing that they are living by their core value of innovation. There are so many brands and businesses out there who say they're innovative, but how many of them actually put time and budget into being innovative? Another perk at Google that I'm a massive ambassador of is flexibility. Now, it's not being funny, but flexibility here in the UK has only really started to just take off. I mean, it's literally taken a global pandemic for most businesses to even consider remote working full-time or even adding an element of flexibility to people's work lives. But at Google, flexibility is just life. That's exactly how they work, because they need their team to be fully invested in the culture, fully invested in their products, and they know the only way they can do this is by enabling them to work at their best when they need to, not forcing them to do some old, outdated 9 to 5 system. So it would be really easy to think that Google have it all perfect, but if any of you watch my regular content, you'll know that there is no such thing as a perfect company culture, and progress is the only way forward. So Google do have a few company culture problems of their own. In 2017, Google underwent a severe US lawsuit regarding gender pay discrimination, which really caused some ruffling of the feathers in their company culture. This just goes to show that gender equality, even in big corporate cultures who have huge teams working on culture and diversity, still don't always get it right. More recently, in 2020, there was some real uproar from employees internally at Google about a leaked memo that encouraged people not to do banter or name calling in emails or even on their professional channels, and to purely keep it professional. This is hugely different compared to the Google we know, who has always been very authentic and encouraged employees to really bring their whole selves to work. So this kind of leaked email really showed that even they have some internal politics that they need to sort out. So like you've seen, there are some great aspects of Google's company culture, and it's easy to see those even in the press and the media that are constantly going on about how unique and unusual Google's culture really is. But there's a few things that we can learn from Google. The first one is really to make sure that you are investing in representing your core values as a business or as a brand. This is something that Google have clearly done very well. By bringing your values to life, you really show to people that you are living and breathing these, and you're encouraging your team to do exactly the same. And the last thing to really take from Google is not to rely too heavily on the quirky office perks. Yes, they may have slides and nap pods and free food, and this is something that has naturally been picked up by many brands and businesses across the world. I mean, advertising and digital marketing agencies are notorious for trying to adopt these Google-esque work perks. But the fact is, anyone can really adopt these now, and it doesn't make you different. Essentially, what really makes you different is how you are showing up for your purpose and how you are living your values. So don't try and stick some quirky perks on and think that you have a great company culture. It goes so much deeper than that. And that's something we can also look at with Google. They may have these great quirky perks, but they also have internal politics and still some major discrimination issues that they have to overcome. If you've really enjoyed this video about Google's example of company culture, then I would highly recommend that you download my latest ebook, The Ultimate Examples of Company Culture, where I've reviewed 15 well-known brands and their company cultures. And I've gone into detail about the good, the bad, and the ugly. So you can go and download that from the Liberty Mind website, and the link is in the description. Like I said at the start of this video, if you are on a company culture journey and want to learn more about company culture, then don't forget to subscribe, as I am doing weekly videos. I would also love it if you could leave me a comment just to give me some feedback on how these videos are for you, if there's anything else you would like to see or anything else you would like for me to improve upon, because I have just started enhancing my YouTube channel and any feedback is greatly appreciated. But thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next week.